So, this is my 3D printed bracket with the needle valve already installed to the proper angle. And it's going to go in there like that. This is the fuel line going to the carburetor. We'll have a nice little downhill run, and this is where the fuel is coming in, and I'll have a nice loop underneath of it like I had before when I had a good throttle, a good idle for my throttle. And fingers crossed, this is it. And here is the newly developed position for the needle valve. I glued that bracket in there with some aliphatic glue. As you can see now, the tube from the needle valve has a nice little downward slope right into the carburetor. I put the loop back in the tube coming from the tank, which is this tube right here. And what the loop is doing is using gravity to help create some head pressure going into the needle valve. It just adds a little bit extra pressure just from the gravity making the fuel fall a little lower in the tube. And you got positive pressure then going into the needle valve all the time. Then the needle valve can do what it's supposed to do and precisely control the flow of fuel into the carburetor, which is clearly not what was happening before. The location of the needle valve is right at the bottom of the fuel tank. So as long as the fuel is full, there's always a lot of head pressure. When it gets down to the end of the tank, then you're relying a little bit more on the positive pressure from the muffler. But the fact that you have this much head pressure above the needle valve, and you can still have a little downhill run into the carburetor, should make all the difference in the world. I'm really thinking that I'm ready to go. Alright, so let's go hear this baby roar.